especially the middle order, looks just a little bit thin for my liking. Thin in terms of expertise and skill work.
It's a good question for you, Ramesh bhai. Shakil is not in the squad. I believe Abdullah Shafiq is in the Asia Cup squad. And he's here as well. Why not play him, who's going to probably play in the contention for the Asia Cup? Not to play him and play Shakil.
Abdullah Shafiq is a very, very fine player. So many could have been drafted in today's game. Mohammad Haris, for example. Very exciting young prospect. Abdullah Shafiq got a double hundred against Sri Lanka in the series. Colombo. Played spin expertly. Nawaz, he needs to get going now. 3 of 7 balls is very, very slow.
It's interesting conversation, isn't it? Abdul Shafiq, Saud Shakil, yes, they scored runs in the test match. They were effective. One may argue it's a one-day cricket, but still, players in form. You and I know, we played the game at the highest level. When you're in form, you get the opportunity. Mohammad Haris is the same. He led the Emerging Asia Cup. He led the Pakistan team, won the championship, scored runs there, played for the LPL, scored plenty of runs there as well. When you're in form, you don't want to be carrying the water, you want to be playing in the middle. So that's, I feel, it's unfortunate with these 3 young batters.
That's gone. Has it made the distance? Oh, would have been a great catch. That's gone and hit the fence. It's a 4. But a better attempt should have been made. And the idea is when the ball is up in the air, you've got to get near the ball, get under the ball, and then steady yourself. Riaz Hassan was the fielder. This sounded great, but it didn't make it to the fence on the full. There you see him trying to get near the ball, and he was on the run, so not greatly balanced when he was trying to take that catch. It was a difficult one, but then allowed it to just sneak through for a 4.
In all honesty, I was watching him sprinting across. It never looked like getting into under it. You mentioned about being there as soon as possible underneath, especially in the night sky, and he did not look comfortable. Change the field. After that stroke, fine leg comes in, and mid-wicket drops back. And mid-off remains in the circle. Farid Malik cannot pitch anything outside the off-stump full.
Runs back for 2. A target of 250 plus has been chased down only 9 times out of 54 at this ground. The chances are that you win if you get to 250.
It's a great stat, isn't it? And that's where I'm pretty sure the think tank of Pakistan would have spoken about in the middle of the innings. Probably the message would have been coming from inside.
ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें।
Their team above 250, if not at least 240.
Misfields, a few of those today. A simple dot ball becomes a simple one.
It will only help the cause. They can put more runs. So they need to be more disciplined in the outfield. They've given away a few extra runs.
All eyes on Mohammad Nawaz. He can really trunk the ball, hits the ball, but finds the fielder. Only a single.
Googly from Rashid, but it's going to be, the contact is definitely outside off stump, so any appeals can be withdrawn straight away.
He has struggled. Salman Agha to pick Rashid Khan. Now he looks like a player who struggles.
We have a player review for
I said appeals can be binned, apparently not. We've got a
take
review.
the front foot and it's a fair delivery. Let's start with front on. Yes, just roll it again for me, please. It appears to me that the ball has missed the bat. Can I have Ultra Ace to confirm? Roll it. Yeah, flat line as the ball passes the bat. Satisfied, no bat involved. Can I have ball tracking whenever it is ready, please? Pitching outside off, impact outside off. And Nitin, stay with your not out decision.
Well, as suspected, as predicted. Not that. Well, that's well bowled. That's beaten everyone. It's beaten the batsman. It's beaten the keeper. Won't beat the boundary though. That's going to be 4 byes.
Yeah, there was little turn for Rashid Khan, but it was accentuated with that bounce. Once again, Salman Ali Agha misread him.
Yeah, and he got him out in the first ODI as well. He was not able to read his deliveries as easily, but this one just not happy. Rashid Khan doesn't look happy with that. Could have been done a better job with that. Should have stopped.
Well, it was the bounce. Not for anything else, it was the extreme bounce. Settling for 1. No, going back to that previous ball, it was the extreme bounce as well as the turn that did it all. Did the batsman and the keeper. 2:15 for 6, 45 gone. Now, what have we got for these final 5 overs? The other night in Hambantota, Aspatullah had to gamble. Only used the 5 bowlers in that second match of the series. They've used more today, which gives them more options at the end here. of those options. Faruqi will certainly bowl. Well, he's got 4 left, so we've got more than enough available from Faruqi. Mujib's done his 10, Gulbuddin's bowled 9, Rashid's bowled 9, so he'll bowl 1 more. Farid has 3. Preempted, oh, he's not got hold of it well. And the dive in vain, so the ball will roll away for 4. That shot was telegraphed very, very early.
Yeah, bowled a slow one, dragged the length back by watching the batsman getting to that position to play the reverse sweep, or whatever you call it, ramp stroke. Very lucky Salman Ali Agha. It didn't go straight to the fielder.
Absolutely, you see all the animation from the bowler every time ball's in the air. All they want is for the fielders to put their hands behind it. This time it was... Oh, that's another good shot, but it'll be only for 1 run.
Now the reason why he played that ramp stroke, because he wanted the bowler to bowl outside the off stump. Got his wish, Salman Ali Agha. Forced the bowler to change his line and length. Now this partnership, already 31 runs from 26 deliveries.
They should not be expecting anything less, because the kind of platform Babar Azam and Rizwan gave him was for the idea, the fact that towards the end of the innings they could up the ante and get a quick run, and 31 runs of 26 ball look really, really good. Yeah, some sloppy fielding and extras have helped the cause. Another wide conceded, but take nothing away. They've really put a good show together, and this is already looking a match-defining partnership in a sense that if they put together 250 plus, it'll be very difficult for Afghanistan to chase this.
You given up hope? They scored 300 runs.
No, I mean, absolutely. But there's been uneven bounce on this wicket. I mean, we've noticed that at times the ball is kept low, and that should be enough, because there's only one mistake that the batsman can make, and that should be enough for him to go back to the dugout.
Come on, Fidai. Have some faith in your side, man.
Are you kidding me? Absolutely. We will chase this down in 40 overs.
Right, enough, gentlemen. Put each other down.
Also looking at the average first innings total on this wicket for the last 5 matches, it's only been 239. So yeah, in cricket you gotta also go by the stats. So Pakistan has really put themselves in a strong position. Not to mention the fact that yes, Afghanistan has got good opening pair. They already put their second highest partnership against a formidable Pakistan. But look at that for a shot. That's beautiful shot for 4.
Pressure is telling on Farid. He hasn't got that experience to bowl in the fagging of the innings. He's been faltering with his line and length right from the start of this over. He has conceded runs and a couple of boundaries.
Yeah, it's well played. Watch this well and just guided it over the top. But yeah, this is where, whether you're trying to restrict things in the first innings of the day or trying to save things at the end of the day, pressure is on a bowler who's bowled, 7.4 overs now. Bowled well to start with. But you start to imagine you have to provide all these variations. It's an interesting balance again, because as we've seen, this pitch has given them an edge, Pakistan, allowed them to bowl actually relatively, straightforwardly for a lot of it. And then when you start to imagine that you've got to do something different, it can open up these options. But I thought the shot from Nawaz was very, very good.
And the left-hand and right-hand combination is disturbing. The left-arm fast bowler has to keep on changing the lines and lengths.
Well, he's still trying. Okay, he got the duck, he got the lead, but he's also got the penalty that it's been called a wide. So second wide of this over.
This has been the most expensive over of the innings. Salman Ali Agha already asking question from the umpire. This was way high from my reach. So he'll have to reload this for an extra delivery. How often it is that your extras cost you extra runs. You have to bowl that again. More often than not, you go for runs. And Pakistan has already got another 25 deliveries to play with. But this is bowled well. It'll end the over. The end of over number 46. Pakistan are 229 for 6.
Yeah, interesting progress, lack of progress for so much of the innings. After those early overs, the first power play, and then after drinks, around about the 31st over, then things started to happen. Then the wickets, as ever, just pegged things back briefly. And now with, what is it, 4 overs still left, we're seeing, well, the acceleration cannot continue up the graph like that, but we're seeing that Pakistan obviously will be targeting that 250 plus. Night sky in Colombo.
ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा।
talking about Rashid Khan, even the strongest men have their moments of fatigue, but not to forget the fact that he enjoys bowling under Asian conditions, around 100 wickets, more or less, to his name. And he's really bowled well in the earlier part of the innings, as we saw that he kept Babar Azam on the back foot, and Mohammad Rizwan were not able to milk him for run. But you could tell that he's that sort of a bowler who continues to look for the wickets.
Now, before that delivery, long off went back, third came up, because we'd had the bouncer, which, worked this time. So the inevitable conclusion was, we're now trying to go fuller, but in trying to go full and take pace off and get a bit of width on, just let it slip. It was rather more where it was intended to be, I think, the ball before, in terms of that sort of fullness of length, and the line obviously a bit closer to the off stump, but making sure it's offside rather more than leg side.
Yeah, the captain must have strong faith in this fast bowler Farid. This 8th over was the most expensive over of this innings. The captain persisted with him. So far, apart from that wide, he's been able to land the ball right areas. Another dot delivery.
Every dot ball at this stage of the game is gold. You never know what can change the complexion of the game by a margin of 1 run or very few runs. You can win the game. Afghanistan will be very happy if they could put the equation down to 2-1 at least, win this game. They'll go with very strong moral to the Asia Cup from here.
Yeah, a bit of a heave, not particularly well timed. But Farid doing his job here in this over. That single takes the partnership to 50. 43 balls needed. Arga 23, Nawaz 21. Doing their best to head for that 250 mark. Pace off, that's well struck. This is better time, but it drops 10 yards short.
Yeah, important partnership this. Pakistani team losing wickets in quick succession after the 40th over, but these two made sure Pakistan gets to a decent total. They're marching along. They should be able to get 260 at the end of this innings.
I give you good news. Pakistan have never lost after scoring 250 at this ground.
The great thing about good news, it's good news for some, bad news for others.
Well, it is very true. Moments of joy for the others are moments of pain, but that's part of the game. End of the over, Pakistan are 242 for 6.
Well, I think you'll find that's good running in the end. Pressing hard for these twos. Slight issue, but something to do with the ball and the gloves and the bails. Yep, second most successful partnership of the innings, comes at a good time. Pakistan, those early...
लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी मैच देखें। ये मैच कुछ ही देर में बंद हो जाएगा, लिहाजा लिंक पर जाइए और फुल एचडी।
Modern day standards, people say, what, only 5? You have the wall behind that boundary fence. That has gone a distance.
Yeah, that's his favourite spot. Mid-wicket. And the angle was encouraging. The ball was pitched outside the off-stump, slow one. He picked it and went with the stroke. And how well he has timed this one. Went the distance. And he's aiming the shorter end of the ground. So, yes, that was a 78-meter long six, but then that gives you a confidence that you'll be able to clear it the moment you know that, considering the dimensions, you want to go for the shorter sides.
Yeah, well, it's not that much different. Slightly quicker, just slightly quicker, slightly fuller. Instead of the fingers going across the top of the ball, in effect bowling that spinner at Nawaz. Tried something with a straighter bat, something that didn't work for him this time. But the six off the first ball, perfect, isn't it? Because that always puts the pressure back on the bowler or onto the bowler straight away in this penultimate over. And there's width there. Well, no reviews, so the not-out decision will stand come what may. Even if it's true, even if there is the faintest nick here, that decision will stand as it is. I'm not sure there was a nick anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. They have exhausted their reviews, no reviews left, so we'll just have to rely on whatever decision the umpire takes in their. Oh, that's a drop. That's the last thing that you'll need at this stage of the game. You drop the catch, you give extra 2 runs, and you keep Mohammad Nawaz on the strike, and it brings 250 for Pakistan. He has to improve his fielding. He has to. Now his ground fielding is not notable. Forget about the catching.
Again, we're slicing this away, and this one does carry, and this one is taken. Avoids Mujib this time. Riaz is the man behind this catch. And that one at least has been safely taken. Some have gone down today for Afghanistan, so these are not wild celebrations. When you see one drop from the previous ball and one taken from the second, well, celebrations will always be muted. But credit here because he had to come slightly forward. Got his hands into the right position, made sure that even when he hit the ground with the elbows, the ball stayed in the hands. So that's a very, very handy 30 from Mohammad Nawaz, 30 from 25. Could have been even more dangerous, but he's gone, and it's 250 exactly for 7.
It's Fahim Ashraf, the new man in. He's one who could also flail the bat and taunt the ball.
Fahim Ashraf playing his first game of this 3-match series. Comes in with this last ball of the 49th over. Dug out for 2. We have 1 over left. It's 252 for 7. Yeah, this chance here for Mujib. He's done all the hard work. He's cruised his way across, kept his hands high. Trouble with coaching, isn't it? You can't take the catches for them. You can give them catching practice. You can give them confidence.
जब तक ओवर ब्रेक है तब तक सारे भाई ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर लो, लिंक कमेंट में पिन किया हुआ है। इस ग्रुप में आपको इसी तरह लाइव मैचेस देखने को मिलते रहेंगे। बाबर आजम, नसीम, शाह, शाहीन, शाह अफरीदी के नाम से ग्रुप है, सारे भाई ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर लो।
That's a lovely shot. That's a beauty. Just opened the face enough to get it wide of the long off. Struck it nicely, timed it well. Farid has been given this final over to finish off both the innings and his allocation of 10. And it starts with a boundary.
And that was an excellent stroke. A left-arm fast bowler bowling round the stumps, and to be able to hit the ball against the angle was an extraordinary effort from Salman Agha. Not an easy stroke to execute, but it did it quite easily.
It'll be interesting to see how he bowls the next 5 deliveries, because we still have 1 over left from Gurbaz Batting, who's bowled pretty well. He got the early breakthrough and only conceded 36 runs. That's the best economy. So Farid has exceeded. He's given another extra run with the wide, and he'll have to bowl those 5 very important deliveries. It's kind of strange thinking what is going in the mind of the skipper.
Well, the thing is this: skippers will have in their minds at the start of the day who they're going to trust at the end of an innings, and you pick your team accordingly. You know who your 11 are, so in a sense, obviously, yes, you can react to events. Oh, what a shot! What a shot that is! The low full toss, which quite often at this stage of the game can do a trick of its own, has been dispatched a long way.
Yeah, incredible. Like you mentioned, low full toss, and to be able to hit the ball aerial was an effort. The bottom hand coming into play, and that's why he was able to clear the boundary line. What a hit. What a hit from Salman Ali Agha.
Well, it's the sort of thing that is practiced a lot these days. Yeah, 20 years ago that wouldn't have happened, I'm pretty sure. Gone for something similar. This is a very different result. Oh, the misfield, the dive in at the last moment. They're going to have a look just to make sure. But the misfield gave them the chance to come back for the second.
To director, we have an umpire reference for run out at the wicket-keeper side.
Interesting to see. It was a bit of a misfield. He was not able to clearly pick it, but then he's in.
Yeah, just roll back.
Should be interesting to see.
Keep rolling. Can you zoom on that for me, please? If you can have the split screen, that will help for me. You're standing by. Yeah, keep rolling. Yeah, batter has made his ground before the wickets are broken.
Well, two things contributed to that final decision. One was the misfield, and two was the big dive, the desperate dive at the end. Just getting the bat down in time. It's a reverse, something or other. Gets him one.
Yeah, there was third thing as well, which saved Salman Ali Agha. It was the extra bounce with that throw. Allowed time to Salman Ali Agha to dive and get to the pitch.
How many more can they get? They've really got a very good last over. They've really scored enough run as far as the wicket is concerned. And looking at the bowling string that Pakistan has,
I think 14 more Pakistanis, they'll start to feel confident. That's in the air. Easy catch for Gurbaz. How did that ball go to the wicketkeeper?
That's what you're here to tell us. Yeah, a bit of a minor consolation towards the end over the over. We've got one ball left still to go, of course. But for Farid, these are tough times. You've got to try everything you can to try and stem the flow of runs in these closing overs. Yeah, but the slice shot gets it up and just gets it just behind. So Gurbaz hardly has to move.
जब तक नेक्स्ट बैट्समैन स्ट्राइक पे आता है तब तक सारे भाई ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर लो, लिंक कमेंट में पिन किया हुआ है। बाबर आजम नसीम शाह के नाम से ग्रुप है, इस ग्रुप में आपको इसी तरह लाइव मैचेस देखने को मिलते रहेंगे। सारे भाई एक दफ़ा जाके ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर लो, फिर स्ट्रीम देखते रहना।
Shah Afridi goes for the big hit. It's not quite good enough to clear the boundary. It bounces a good 3 or 4